drunk and feeling lonely. Don't
I'm really proud of myself right now. Hopefully you guys don't fall over because you are currently balancing on my couch. Hi, if you're new here, my name is Charlie and I'm a writer. I'm currently working on a sci-fi dystopian novel that I'm calling Project Daydream, about people who can jump into each other's dreams and a dream world turned reality murder. You might not know this, but I just recently moved into a new apartment. I'm now currently living downtown in my city, which is super fun because I am close to all of the coffee shops and the public library. I have not had an opportunity to do a whole lot of exploring downtown, so I really want to go around and check out some new cafes this weekend. There's also a downtown sculpture garden and just some parks and stuff that I want to check out. It's raining today, and like I said, I'm running out of time, so I'm gonna make this super quick, but I also wanted to kind of just briefly touch base with you guys where I'm at on my project. If you watched my last video, you might have seen that my total draft word count right now is 63,163 words, I believe. I've got a little bit under 19,000 words left to write until I'm finished with this draft, which is super exciting. And I really want to get a head start on that since I haven't really been able to write at all this week. And so that's what I'm going to be working on in this vlog. Just getting back into drafting, exploring some new coffee shops, exploring my new neighborhood. I do want to try to write at least 5,000 words this weekend to hopefully get like a jump start, because I have a new project that I really want to start working on while I'm taking a little bit of breathing room from Project Daydream before I start draft 2 revisions. I'll tell you guys a little bit more about that when I'm ready to talk about that project and getting it set up and started and everything, but I am taking a different approach for this next project, I think. That is about all I've got for you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and pack up my bag, then I will see you guys at the cafe.
I'm a shy deer in the headlights. She's coming over and I'm just standing there like, it's like a riptide on the inside. Keep it together, man, you could drown in those blue eyes. She said, hey you, isn't it funny how we always seem to meet at every place in town? Yeah, I must be lucky. I reply, you can't take me high.
Okay guys, it's a couple of days later and I wanted to check in with you guys really quick about everything that happened the other day and what's been happening since. As you saw, I did find a really cute, just like rustic little coffee shop. It was pretty cool. It was really cute and their coffee was delicious and I will definitely be going back there. The only problem was that it was actually really loud. There were a lot of people and I struggled a lot to stay focused. That was a big problem. I also forgot my headphones, so that didn't help at all. I wanted to write while I was there and it just was not working. I ended up writing around like 200 words or something and I was there for almost 2 hours. So after the Scenic Route Bakery, I did take a little walk around the East Village and I saw this little jewelry store and I bought myself a little bracelet and I just kind of walked around a little bit and got to know my neighborhood a little bit more and it was really fun. When I got home that evening, I did try to do some additional writing sprints, but I struggled again to get into the flow state. I think what happened is that last month was like the month of live streams. I basically spent every single moment that I was writing in a live stream or watching back old live streams. I think having that accountability and the support from other writers in the community really helped me, but because I don't have that this month, like I'm not doing a lot of live streams, I really struggled. So I actually ended up doing an impromptu live stream. In the end, I actually ended up with a really good writing day. I wrote 1,900 and something words and I did feel more focused while I was on the live stream. I think that writing only in live streams is really going to make it difficult for me to focus when I'm on my own, and that is a skill that I really need to work on. All of that to say, I do have a live stream later. I am going to write during that live stream, but I want to also write after the live stream and maybe using that energy from the live stream as almost like a jumping off point into a writing session where I'm not filming and where there's no pressure and it's just me and my manuscript and my ideas. I think that will help me build a stronger relationship and will help create a healthier mindset around writing and YouTube. I just think that the relationship between myself and my project can feel a little bit strained because I almost feel like I have to do it in order to keep up my YouTube channel. I do love the type of content that I make, but I do sometimes feel pressure to get a video out. And because I feel pressure to get a video out, it means that I feel pressure to work on my book more, which, I mean, may not necessarily be a bad thing overall. But if the pressure mounts and I let me feel negative if I'm not actually working on my project, then you can see how there's a correlation between those feelings of pressure and me not wanting to write. And the last thing that I want is to harm my relationship with writing. And so I'm trying to prioritize focusing on writing more offline so that I can still do it just to have fun. I can still do it just because of this and not have any other reasons why added into the mix. What I'm trying to do is reassess how I think about writing in correlation to my YouTube channel and content creation. I'll see you guys at the live stream. Holy cannoli, that scared me. Say hi. Hey besties. It's a few days later. So if you haven't been around, there was a couple of live streams happening on my channel this week. On Tuesday, I did a nearly 5-hour stream. And on Thursday, I had a 2-hour stream with B-Book Writes and a later evening stream on Evelyn's channel with Kara on Paper, Hannah Grace Fletcher, and myself. And I think today is the day where I finally type the end on draft 1 of Project Daydream. Earlier today, there was another live stream happening on Hannah Grace Fletcher's channel, and I decided that I was going to work on a new project, which I will be introducing here in the next vlog, probably. I chose to work on a different project because I didn't want to be in a live stream on someone else's channel when I finally typed the end. I wanted that to be a little bit more intimate between like me and my channel and my project, and like get it on camera for you guys so you could witness, so everybody could witness this like moment that is going to be happening here in a second. I am so pumped. I have been avoiding this a little bit this week. There have been a couple of days where I was just like, I should really work on that and get it done. But then in the back of my head, I was like, but that means that it's over and that I finally finished the draft. And then I would have to face the fact that at some point I'm gonna have to start revising, which brings me to the next thing that I wanted to talk to you about. I really want to do revisions right. I feel like the drafting process was kind of a mess, and I really struggled to figure out how to go about the process in a way where I felt I was doing my project justice. And obviously I pants this novel, but I think what I want to do is use the rough draft as an exceptionally long outline, just because using it that way, like, I do feel like I've got all of the major beats down on the page. I might be missing some, or maybe they're not exactly lined up as far as pacing is concerned, but I really think that for the most part, I've gotten the good majority of all of those beats in there somewhere. I'm going to go back and watch some like craft videos. There's a lot on Ellen Brock's channel that I'm really interested in looking at. I've been like compiling a whole playlist, and craft books. So I did have a Story Genius craft book, but I feel like that is going to be a little bit too intense for an outline as far as what I'm looking for with this project. I don't want to go so deep into the outlining process and like restructuring any parts that need to be restructured for draft 2, just because I still really love this project. I don't want to take the wind out of my sails by doing too much planning. I'm also going to be doing a physical copy of the book. I really feel like having something tangible to actually like hold in my hands will be really helpful when it comes to picking out the parts that definitely need to be changed. I feel like changing the format is going to be really essential. And what I might do is get 2 physical copies, one to actually like highlight everything that I like, maybe annotate just lightly, and use as sort of like a place where I can see everything that needs to be worked on, but not so in depth. And then another copy, maybe in a binder format or something, where I can take more extensive notes. I haven't fully like plan this out. Obviously, I'm not much of a planner when it comes to my projects. So I think in the next Project Daydream vlogs, we'll go a little bit more in depth about that, and I'll come up with some sort of system. I think I need to do a little bit more research before I can really figure out everything that I'm going to need to do to revise this project. But there will definitely be a little bit more to this process. That's pretty much all I've gotten so far as like my plans for revisions. I'm really excited to get started on revisions. I'm a little nervous because I've never gotten this far before. I'm going to finish the book. I can't believe I'm actually saying that. I cannot believe I'm actually saying that. Like, it's so crazy. I mean, I know I haven't actually finished it yet, but I'm just can see me typing the end now. And I mean, obviously, like, I'm literally going to finish it today. I only have like 1,000 words left to write, maybe. And like, it's just crazy to me that I've gotten this far, because I have tried so many times to do this and I've always lost steam. I've never had this sort of like determination and like motivation, I guess, to finish a project like this before. Like, I've always given up around the 25% mark, and here I am so close to the end that I could literally just reach out and touch it. It's insane to me that I've actually done this. I haven't even typed the end and I'm already starting to tear up. So I'm going to pull up my Word document and we're gonna write the book. I'll see you guys after. I can't believe that, like, this is something that I've been wanting to do since I was like 8 years old. And I finally tapped into something that helped me to actually finish it. And I'm under my word count, but it's done. Like, the book, the first draft is done. It's written and I finished it. I did that and I can't believe it. Like, I really can't believe that I've like finally finished a draft. There's so many abandoned projects and so many times where I was just like beating myself up because I couldn't seem to stick to something. And I honestly don't think that I would have been able to do it without this platform and without your guys' support. That's the only thing that I did differently besides not giving up. And I know I have a long road ahead of me to like revise it and potentially query it and all of that other stuff that comes along with writing a book. But I feel like getting through your first draft is the hardest part of becoming a writer, or at least for me, that's been the hardest part so far. It has taken me way too many years, a lot of frustration, a lot of self-doubt, and a lot of perseverance and determination and just like restarting and trial and error to get me to this point where I finally typed the end on my very first finished first draft. And I don't even know how to articulate the feeling that I have right now. Like, I'm so happy that I've just gotten it done. Like, I really like genuinely, sorry, I'm gonna cry because it's like hitting me right now, but like I genuinely didn't think that I was capable of doing this and like just finishing it. And I'm just so proud of myself right now. I'm really proud of myself right now. I can't believe I'm crying on camera. Like, it's so funny. But anyway, I'm gonna leave it here. If you liked today's video, then feel free to subscribe like it and comment. And just so you know, you can write that book. You can do it. Like, I believe in you, and if I can do it, anyone can. Like, I promise you, anyone can. I'm so happy right now. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.
We got nowhere to be, just a slow dance with the summer heat. The world outside can't wait a few, 'cause right now we got nothing else to do. The sun is peeking through the cotton white blinds, your hands still tangled up in mine.